Circularity has announced the termination of the license and purchase agreement with Recircled.
I'm gonna risk my life to come into Burger King and flip burgers and goddamn work the drive-through for what? Somebody let me know.
I mean,
I
you're
don't see
right.
it personally.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't
you're
see it
right.
personally.
I mean, I can't argue with that. I mean, that's the truth. It's ridiculous the amount of money people are getting paid and the things that they're expected to do. It's insanity.
Did you know more people quit their jobs in April of 2021 than in any single month in nearly a century? Since the nation's reopening, companies across several industries have reported above average turnover.
Is this a mass exodus from the traditional 9 to 5?
Perhaps, as numerous employees reported flexibility, compensation, workload, and company culture as key reasons for leaving their current job. The industries most affected by the Great Resignation: tech, finance, and restaurants, especially fast food.
Tech, I don't know. I guess that's a little bit surprising, but
There's a lot of other ways to make money out here, and millennials have kind of always known that and always believed it, but never really had like a map or a blueprint for it. Say like driving for Uber or doing like Uber Eats or DoorDash or I mean you name it. So I mean I think a lot of people are in that same boat where they're realizing like, oh, I definitely could go drop these sandwiches off and make $25 an hour doing DoorDash because DoorDash pays you plus you get a tip from the customer. I could be doing that and not have to deal with nobody's bullshit. For the very first time, I used an app that's kind of like an Airbnb situation, but for cars, where you can rent out your car. I happen to have two cars, so you can rent out your extra car. And I put it on there, and a week later, someone booked it for 25 days. So the rest of the month, my other car is being driven by someone else and generating passive income, and it's a decent sized coin.
People really want to continue working from home. They like controlling their day.
yes.
They like having autonomy over their schedule. But the fast food workers are really advocating for more money and less stress. Like,
First of all, I mean, we're paying for a convenience from them. Like, I mean, there's a demand for it. So pay these people. We're paying for the convenience of not having to cook ourselves. Pay them.
So I hear you, but and I don't want to sound elitist because I promise you I am not. But I think that unskilled labor is called that for a reason. And to be completely honest with you, if I have to go back and forth with you and fight about a goddamn packet of sweet and sour sauce, or if I have to come and bring my food back because you put sour cream on it when I said no sour cream, clearly, and it also said on the ticket, I just personally don't necessarily, I don't want to say deserve X amount of dollars, but like justify it, like make it make sense. What makes me want to hire 3 more cashiers, to bring these people in to lower the stressors when really I could fire all you motherfuckers and just do like a self-service situation like McDonald's be doing anyway.
Yeah. But I mean, I think like if you pay people a living wage, I don't know, it could enhance the customer service. Like if I'm not getting paid anything, of course I don't care. I don't care.
I never worked fast food, so I don't know, but this is just outside looking in. But like I think that a lot of fast food people don't care about their jobs because of the way that the people are managed in the company. I don't think it has anything to do with the customer service aspect of it because ultimately working with the public is nasty no matter where you go.
Chick-fil-A need to be in charge of all fast food chains. That should just be a thing.
With fewer franchises than KFC and Popeyes, Chick-fil-A was ranked number 1 for the 7th year in a row, according to the American Customer Satisfaction Index.
You sell chicken, right? You sell chicken. You're not the only place in the world that sells chicken. So there needs to be something to differentiate you to make me want to come to you better than...
Uh-oh, did you freeze?
He's froze. He's froze. You got to unmute. He needs to unmute.
Unmute!
Okay, sis, you don't have to scream. You weren't muted. I was muted. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear
Yes.
you.
I think that I was saying you guys sell chicken, so let's not, Chick-fil-A product is extremely simple. They sell naked chicken sandwiches, essentially. And that's basically it. Does it taste good? Yes. But is it the best you ever had? No. But you come back because it's reliable. You know, they get it right. Most of the time when they don't get it right, it's still a pleasure to have gone. How many times have you been to McDonald's and been like, you know what?
I ain't never
Food was
coming back
fine,
here.
but the customer service was not.
So how you feel about them possibly wanting people to have vaccination cards to even go into the grocery stores?
Go to hell. That's how I feel about that.
To a child who doesn't read, the world is a closed book, drifting, dropping back, dropping out. That's why a nationwide organization named RIF, Reading is Fundamental, was formed to help get books into the hands of children who have no books of their own. A book a child can pick out himself, for keeps. A book that really belongs to him and makes him want to read. It works. There are more than 150 local RIF programs starting up in communities like yours. They're proving that once you start a child reading, there's no stopping him. If America is to grow up thinking, reading is fundamental. To find out how you can help, write to RIF Incorporated, Smithsonian Institution, Washington, D.C.